Greetings and salutations, fellow Lensradians. The High Council to all of those beyond, especially you, Mr. Anderson. I am Leto. This is Ebony TKR. It's the R5 Live with Leto. I'm Leto the Second. Allow myself to introduce myself. I'm Leto the Second, R5, Muad'Dib of the Lensrad. From Summer 1964 in Ebony the King's Return. I have named this video Blazons, Blazons, Blazons. Let's open up the stack. Ooh, that's a better name for it. I might edit that. But there's a unique number associated with the amount that you can have in your inventory, not just in the Blazon menus itself, but in the stack of junior Blazon chests. I don't know why. Stopped trying to figure it out a long time ago. Maybe there's no rhyme or reason, but it is one of the most unique things that I have sort of picked out, and it probably is, completely arbitrary as far as anything that matters. But I'm assuming maybe perhaps that the Blazons has been a mechanic of the game for a long time, and it was something from previous versions that was never revisited upon as far as how many you can have in your inventory. See, why are you even thinking of that, Leto? That's not what matters right now. I know, we've got a much more important task at hand. Like, well, I'm already in 4 of those. Like getting somebody out here to gather. Maybe you know what? No, it's okay. Blazons, Blazons, Blazons. I need to revisit mine. You might need to too. And let's do it together. This is how I approach it. Okay, and it is by no means the way to do it. Okay, we are not in a guild of mercenary bounty hunters, and this is the way or anything like that. This is the way that I prefer to, and I may or may not be more aggressive with my Blazons than you, um, because some fellow players, friends, loved ones have expressed that there's some trepidation, a little bit of hesitancy when it comes to upgrading, combining, so on and so forth, because we don't want to lose what we already have. I understand that immensely, tremendously. It is a massive part of the game, honestly, but it's a massive part of the game. Sometimes you have to embrace it, and there are ways to, I don't know, protect yourself. And um, we'll interact. Oh, that's interesting. So you're getting some info here from Mr. Anderson as far as it being data backup. Only so much the servers can save correctly. Unique. Why? I wonder why that's unique to Blazons and nothing else. But it looks like it's also part of the Wisdom Dome as well. If you look at the Wisdom Dome here, and you go to your book warehouse, so you can only carry 1,500 there, just like the Blazons. All right. So that is a side note. It's tertiary and unnecessary right now. Let's tackle this. I don't like it not being all red. Why? Because I hate yellow? No, I love the color yellow. It's just that I want everything to be uniform. I love uniformity. I don't like to conform, but I like uniformity. That's awesome. Dude, it looks just like it from there. I love it. Good job. All right. And it's a complete roll of the dice, crapshoot. Um, what is it? Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. Did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Um, I thought I missed you walking out. You're gonna drive over there? All right. I love you. Oh, I had my earbuds on there. Good thing I didn't say anything. uh, mean about somebody. No, I would never. Okay. Sorry about that. So, there is another percentage associated with the blazons that you get when you're opening your chests. Thus, as you all are getting to know me a bit better, I like to save up as many as I can, as many as I'm allowed to, according to the inventory's, parameters, um, and open it then. Okay, so here's our blazon menu. It's dedicated to itself, and you have a capacity of 1,500 blazon blazons. They're not blazon cores. That's something else for smelting. Anywho, um, 1,500 cap. I'm assuming that once it hits 1,500, you just can't open any more of the chests. It will only open up to the 1,500th one. I'm assuming that from something I learned from another player and loved one family member from the Plans Radio in 1964. Their blazons were stacking up. You need to use them. They are essentially experience books for each other. It's the only way. It's the only way to level them up and increase them outside of blazon cores, which come very rarely, usually with um, uh, special rewards and/or levels of the king's party. All right. So the next thing that's limited, not just the 1,500 here, but it's the stack itself. A stack of blazons. You'll notice that some items. Oh, I don't have any here. None there. There are some, like the gold, I don't have any right now, that they only go up to 999. Then it starts a new stack. Okay? Blazon stops at 399 and then starts a new stack. However, there are some items that can go up to 100,000 or 99,999. So I don't think there's any sort of rhyme or reason, but some go over, some don't go as high, but blazons are only 399. I think they're the lowest. So I make sure that in my blazons inventory, I've got space for 399 because I don't want to open anything less than 399 at once. At once, I want the most variety and/or the most amount, the best possible chance to get the ones I want. That's what I'm trying to say. Detail. Holy cow! 2% of getting any one of these. That is a lot of different kinds. There are 6 different elements, if you will, and there are 2 different sets. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. Took me a little while to get there. Come on, Mr. Anderson, you're supposed to help me out of that math. 12 times 48, I think. So 48 different variations. And that's just troop type, element, and set type. Okay. Now, as far as what can be on the blazon, oh, that's a whole lot more. All right, so here we go. Um, just a little rundown of what to expect, what to see, what to look out for. And when you have a stack of 399, you're ready. Leto approves. This is Leto approved. You can open it. You want the most you can get, plus you want the best variety. Or the most of what? I don't know. It's completely random. 2%. Here we go. Shabloips. Ah! All right. Whoa, check it out. Here at the top, one, two, three, four. Only 4 honor earths. That does not bode well for me because honor is the PvP attacking set for mounted troops. And I really want to improve mine. It's not as high as I want it to be. So bummed about that. But hey, maybe it's the ones I want. They're the ones I want. Adding successfully, please check blazons in your item inventory. Okay, I will. I hope they're there. Hope you didn't screw me. All right, so we had 700 something, but we had 399 less than what's right there, 1174. So I will make sure to use some before I open more up because I need under 1100 to open another 399er. We're ready. Look at all that. It's pretty, pretty. I don't want to look at it. I'm going to get depressed to see what I didn't get. But essentially, I want to add to my, oops, not train. I want to add to my soul set, which gives all of our monster fighting buffages. HP, defense, and attack on monsters. It is, you know, extra padded when you wear this set, because this is on top of your regular attacks. Monster attacking, defense, and HP stacks on regular mounted troop attack. You can attack a monster with just, no monster buffs on, but then you add a monster buff and it stacks on your already buffs there. Does that make sense? So, for some generals, as long as it doesn't conflict with their main skill, you can have a mounted troop attack level 4 skill book and a level 4 mounted troop against monsters skill book. And they stack on each other. Mr. Aaron is saying it blows his mind at how fast I accumulate them personally, me personally. And you're trying to catch up. Keep it up, man. Hey, we're helping each other, work out, grow, get faster. They add up. Y'all are always out there slaying the most sphinxes, and they drop 50 or so a day or something. They're one of the event monsters that always has blazons. It's a limited amount per day, but all right. But then they come in all kinds of different random ways too. Sometimes I don't even know how they show up. I'm like, oh hey, there's some blazons there too. Cool. You always get some with tiered monarch. Anywho, yes sir. You guys gals peoples over there are the king slayers of the Sphinx. All right. So I like seeing this all green. I'll never mix mine with honor und soul. There's no point to that to me. You're missing out on the benefit of having sets, and they're very, they're specific to a task. They're specific to a task, so use them for the right task. Use the right blazon for the right task. Hey, remember, use a blazon. Practice blazon safety. Wear a blazon. I'm just trying to be okay. Rallies 24/7. Rally is life. I have it tattooed in here. No, I don't, but maybe I should. Okay, so see here the honor set. When attacking enemy range troop, when attacking enemy ground defense, attacking mounted troop attack defense and HP. This is clearly your PvP. You put this on when you're going against the enemy in SVS and such, or battlefiels. Okay, you're getting a debuff on range troop attack because that's what hurts your mounted. Thank you for the smileys and stuff. That's what hurts your mounted troops the most. Debuff that attack so they can get in there and take out all those ground troops whose defense is debuffed. They're like, oh, I'm debuffed, and range just trying to, but my attacks aren't working. They're 20%. You get the idea, right? Do you notice there is no defending set for mounted? It's straight attack against SVS, straight attack against muster. PvE, PvP, separate. That's all right. Siege, range, and ground will all have their defensive sets. One is attacking, one is defensive, one defending. Now you can get defending buffs on these, or attributes on these. I don't see why you would want them though. For example, see how it says attacking mounted troop HP here? That could be defending mounted troop HP. That would do us no good at going against monsters, and this is what this is for, right? But you can use your attacking PvP blazing set, honor set, and have defending attributes on it to, help you out if you are in a reinforcing or defending position. There's actually reinforcing and defending. It's different if you're for your your mounted troops at home back at the keep. Let's not get down too convoluted yet, but so many different combinations. There's the right blazon for the right job, and I like to keep it just very straightforward and let other stuff take care of other stuff. So here's the first thing. I've got two loadouts, my soul set and my honor set. Okay, highly recommend you create two different loadouts. And it's kind of weird. What you want to do is click the pencil. Okay, and when you click the pencil, you got to select the slot. I have Monster Slayer, and then I have PvP Slayer. That's just what I named it. And then I can have a, you know, some other name here for a combination 3. I don't even know. Well, if you could do a combo 3 that's, purely for troop load. There are all different things that you can do if you got that many blazons to work with in the first place. But what you'll do is you'll select your loadout, and then you'll say use. Okay? But first, if you're creating a loadout, you press the pencil, and here you select the slot, and then you equip the thingies. Okay? And then once they're equipped, you say used, and it saves it. That's what we're talking about, Mr. Anderson. Check it out. So, here, I will create a new loadout because, like I said, it's a little strange. Check this out here. If I change, see how it's got number 1 highlighted here? Number 1, I order you to take a number 2. Okay? There we go, number 1. If I change this here, change, and I select that, boom, look where it goes. It's not on 1 anymore. It's on current. All right? We don't want that. We don't want that. So we need to commit to a loadout here so we don't have this weird current set locking blazons away from us. It's annoying. You'll know that the blazon's there, but you can't see it. And it's grayed out because it says this belongs to another set. And it's like, what the? It's really kind of, it's annoying, but you'll get used to it. So what you do to create a new one is you press the pencil and then you select the slot, combination 3. Now, this is where you equip what you want. Okay, can't do those because those are locked. See how it says where? That's already belonging to a different slot. All right, but I could do this one. Bloop, bloop. Whatever. You equip the ones you want, and then you say use, and it saves it to this slot. It will just be combination 3, and if you want to change it, you click that little dealio and say, howdy, this is the howdy set. All right, but it won't save. It won't save until you say use. Okay? Well, I don't want this to save, so I'm exiting out there. I don't want anyone in there. Confirm? Oh, I'm naked. Well, actually, it did save. Cool. So that sucks. I need to actually get those off of there. So if you have some in a slot and you're like, where did they go? Check the loadout slot. Press remove all. Okay? And it goes that current, and then you boom. Oh my God! It goes current. See how it's gone out of there now? It was in current. Now it's gone from the loadout slot, which it was saved to before. Good times. So, yeah, in composition. Assuming that, that's what we were going over together here, Mr. Anderson. So without losing the one that you're wearing, I mean, you're changing one into the other, but then you don't have to equip them one by one anymore. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about, right? Because it's annoying to have to go in there and click and find it every time. You bloop there, bloop there. And you can even do it, see, switch blazons of all troop types at once on the fly. Good, I'm glad. Sometimes it takes a little playing around with it. You can switch all of them to their second loadout as well. If you know what is in there, it's like, uh-oh, I'm just doing pure defense now. And then you switch it, hey, baby. All right, but yeah. So we got that out of the way. You'll get used to it as you play with it more, and you'll want to once you have these 399 chests. This one is maxed out, this Soul Shadow, okay? And I have locked it here because I don't want to accidentally use it to level anything up or accidentally equip it somewhere else. I lock it in to this loadout. It is specific. It is set. I got pretty darn lucky when it came to how it all turned out because at level 10, this first star, it's a random, hey babe, it's a random attribute. That is so cute. It's random. You don't get to pick it. There's just a percentage chance of getting this. And this is huge. Now look at this, 26.6%. Is that high? I don't know. Let's see. Change. I this is where sometimes I get a little like, where is it? Where is it? Okay, here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, not there. There is a way to see, info. What your chances are? Nope, we don't want this. Although this is very helpful. Boom. Max Shadow Blazon. Cultivate, change, remove. Oh, I can cultivate it now because it's maxed. Come on! Maybe it's because this one's maxed out. Okay, let's find one that isn't. If we go here, we go change. I will come across it. Now I'm feeling like a horse's patoot. Because you should be able to see what the percentage is at this new attribute unlocks at level 15. I should be able to see what the percentage is of getting such and such a attribute. Look at this. Mounted troop defense on monsters. Yeah, that's what we want. This is our monster set. And then when I got to level 10, I got this real crappy training capacity. I don't care about boosting my training capacity when I'm fighting monsters. Get out of here. But like I said, at level 10 and level 15, random based on a percentage. And I'll find out where that is. I know I'll come across it. It was very obvious to me at one time, and now for some reason it escapes me. Let's look here in our inventory. Perhaps it was there. Selecting here, we want to see like a share upgrade. No. Oh, it's in the upgrade menu. Okay, that's where it is. Okay, check it out. And we're going to want to upgrade some stuff. So when we get there, we'll find out. Okay, thank you, my friends, for being here. Ebony TKR, it's the R5 Life with Lito. We're going to leave this one alone because it looks good. Even though this isn't against monsters, they're still attacking. So it's still helping, as far as I know. I'm not going to die, fall on the sword for that one. But I'm assuming you're attacking. Yeah, it's a monster. So it's semantics, right? This should help on all attacks. Just won't help on defending or reinforcing. Okay. The 26.6% chance, let's remember that. We don't want to change anything here. We don't even want to upgrade anything, really. But let's see if we have other Soul Shadow Blazons that we don't want. Why? Why, Lito? All right, I'll show you. I'll tell you why. Confirm. Okay. We have a number right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can use these to level up some other Blazon. It doesn't matter which troops type, what anything, okay? But we know we don't want these because we don't need to replace this one. This is about as good as it gets for now, until we get really bored and have so much extra time and extra money and extra resources that we can keep trying to get a better one. That's crazy. So I look at it this way. Okay, in rally, mounted troop, attacking against monsters, blue, boo, boo, boo. Defensing, reinforcing, boo. Boo. Reinforcing, no thanks. Attacking, no, mounted troop load, ooh. See how ugly those are? We don't want them. We don't have any that have strictly mounted troop against monster. They're all mixed, and I don't want to diminish. It's only for monsters, yeah. The soul set, Mr. Anderson is talking about the soul set and what it's primarily used for, and not just primarily used for, it is strictly for monsters. You want it to be, because that's what the set bonus is. You don't want to go against the set bonus. You just don't want to. It's It's not in your best interest. Okay? Yeah. So set. Monsters, monsters, monsters. So go for those monsters as much as you can. So these 10 that I didn't want to use for anything or save, I know I can use the Soul Shadow Blazons to upgrade one of my other ones when it's time. Right on? Right on. We'll go into the smelting thing at the very end here. I want to do this first. So, like I said, level 10, I was very, very disappointed. Yeah. Yay. I know it's fun being right, huh? So now it's good to confirm too. It's like, all right, before I tell anybody else, let me confirm. And shoot, I better confirm that too. This is, like I said, the way I go about it and how I consider things. And when I see, the writing on the wall, monsters, 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 I'm going to go for it. All right. I don't even know if I want to get to level 15 with this, because it would be a waste of Blazons to level it up just to use it to level something up, because there are diminishing returns. This is a high level Blazon that we can use to bring up a low level Blazon, but it's not going to bring it up all the way back to a 14. But I don't want, and I will never want, training capacity on my Blazons. No, thank you. So, what I need to make sure I do have is a good Soul Ocean Blazon to upgrade. I go to change. I go filters. It will automatically select mounted troop. It will automatically select ocean. Why? Because we are changing mounted ocean, and you can't put any other blazon in that slot. It has to be a mounted and ocean. However, you might have to change whether or not it's the honor set or the soul set. Here we don't have to select that and nothing else. I leave it like that. As not, you can get into the minutia as far as what you want there to be. No, thank you. I just get confused. We've got 10 of this as well. Okay, so let's look. Fingers crossed we have another mounted troop defense on monsters. Yeah, last night and stuff. I figured since it was off, reinforcing mounted troop defense, attacking mounted troop, defending mounted troop, mounted troop. Oh, this is not look. I don't. It's not looking good. Oh, one more. Come on, baby. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. This was just a total swing and a miss. We struck out so badly. So bad. 399 and we got 10 of these. That's it. That's how the cookie crumbles with this stuff. Mounted troop defense, attacking mounted troop defense. That is not what we want. Now, since there's nothing we want to lock in and change that into, we go back and let's check out upgrade. Like I said, I don't know if I want to upgrade something just to get diminishing returns in the end, but let's see what we could do. Blazon filters. Here, when you do filters, you can pick any of the blazons, any set, any type, anything. So you do have to manually change your filter parameters. See, it's Siege Machine. I don't want Siege Machine blazons, but I can use Siege Machine blazons to level up my mounted ones, but I don't want to. You wanted to. Mounted troop. What blazon type is it? It's a ocean, not light, ocean. Although I can use light or any other element to level up. And then, do I want honor and honesty? No, no, no. This is soul, baby, soul. Boom. So you gotta unclick that and click soul. But remember, the soul shadow had 10 that we didn't care about, we didn't want because we're maxed out there. Ah, yes, Lito, I remember. So I go back here to the blazon type. I do ocean and shadow. I was born in the shadows. You were really influenced by them. Okay. And then we've got 20 to work with. Alas, 20 is not enough to level up to 15. It's going and dipping into my blazon core, and I don't want that. Get out of town. Reset. These are much more valuable than potentially, wasting on this. So we are frogged here on our Soul Ocean yet again. It stays at 14 and it stays with the shitty training capacity. I hate it. What are you going to do? Okay. So we say goodbye and we use what we have. We waste a whole random attribute with training capacity. Actually, we do train, and sometimes that might help when you want to get that 300 million or more T1 things. All right, so move on to the next one. Ooh, this one's nice. When we went to level 15 on this, we got that crappy training capacity again. Why? Oh, we forgot to look at that. Look at this. Eye. Boom. When you click on the eye, when you're upgrading one of these, it takes you to a menu that tells you what the percentage is of your random attribute. Okay. You can get mana troop defense on monsters. Yay, you can, but guess what? You can also get it at a 1.15% increase, meaning you get 1.15% increase to defense. This is the percentage buff. So 1.15% all the way up to 3%. There is not only a variation in the attribute, but there's a random percentage of the percentage. Percentage of the percentage. Just like refinements, you know? You get a gold refinement, but it could be the lowest part of a gold refinement. So there's a scale. But you can see. Let's see here. Chance details here. Okay, 35% of that one is the most. 30%. Mounting troop training capacity. Now this is giving me the details on the increase to the next level. Okay. Let's just say confirm here what's going to happen. Increase of these stats to the next level. It's not telling you what you could actually get. And that's a whole other beast. Let's see here. Do we have anybody come back? We check on Blazons. You know, you could write a dissertation on it. But I like that. It's still there. Staying away. Good. Get out of here. All right. Let's get back in because I really want to improve some of my mounted Blazons. I really, really do. Here we go. Get in there. We looked at Shadow. We looked at Ocean. We checked Earth just now. We went in here, but we did not look. Let's see. I am going to want to change this. I don't want to upgrade it again. I want to get rid of mounted troop training capacity. But, oh man, I got so good with the 10th. The 15th didn't fly. So troop type mounted, we don't have to do that because we're changing. It has to be for the type and troop. Whoop. 17. We've got more options to work with here. Okay. And rally. And rally. I just look for like the top one. Is it what I want on the top? Nope. Nope. See, now you could put the soul set on here, Mr. Anderson, and those whoever else is curious when you're saying this is dedicated to monsters, right? It is, but hey, look, you could have it be PvP too. You could have a mixture of both. I would never do that. It's a waste of a Blazing set. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is everything going on here okay? Am I working? Hello? Am I still working here? I think so. Uh-oh. It's quiet, quiet. I have an error on my studio. I think the feed is still groovy. Let me know. I'll check my whispers to see. Nope, nothing. Nothing there. Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. All right. Just the program that I have gives me this neat information. So, all right, back in here to change. Soul is what we want. We've got 17. We didn't like any that we saw so far. I want to see 2 that is mounted troop defense on monsters. That's what I want. I'm going to suffer with this level 15. Wait. Yeah, that has mounted troop training capacity until I get one I actually want to level up again. See, this is defense and a defense on monsters. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. Still recording. That's good. Oh, ooh, check it out. See how I had this locked here? Pop, lock, and drop. I had this locked because I wanted to save it for the future when I had some to re-level up to get rid of this training capacity. That makes sense. We're going to do this because I don't want this one anymore, even though it's good. I could get a worse one. Here we go, Mr. Anderson. This is the part that you've got to go for if you want to get better and or best Blazons. We have a really good one here with 3 stats. Okay, great. Good to know that it was so brief. We have really good first 3 attributes, but the 4th is a waste. You can level this up more, but you are investing in a lemon because you've got one that is making you weaker, honestly. So what you're going to do, what I encourage you to do is let it go. Let go of this blazon, no matter how attached you are. If you have enough or the right one to reinvest in. I do. I have a mounted troop defense on monsters. I am going to replace this one for that and then level it up. And fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So what I do here is unlock. I keep this locked and I go change. Shubloips. But look, see how it says current right there? It's the annoying part. If I tried to go here and upgrade, I probably can't find we're on Earth, right? The blazon I want. See how the level 15 blazon isn't here? See that? You see that, right? Yeah? Yes, I know you see it. The level 15 blazon that I unlocked is not here for the upgrade, even though I set the filter parameters for it. Why? Why? Well, it's because it belongs to this first loadout. You can't change it outside of the editing. You got to go into edit your loadout. And then you change it from in here. Otherwise, you won't be able to find it anywheres. It's unlocked still. I've still got to do my filters, shubloips, and I can use the one that I want now. Mounted troop defense on monsters. There we go. Now it changes here in the loadout and it's saved. So I go to use. Are you sure you want to use this? Yes, of course. And now it's time to upgrade. I need some good luck. Good luck. Good fortune. Uh, oh, it's a day. So new attribute unlocks at level 10. All right. Boom. Upgrade. Filter. Oh, here we go. Before we do that, see this? See this right here? When it comes to a new attribute, you can see what the percentage is, the likelihood, the chance of getting anyone is. Boop! I have the highest percentage chance to get mounted troop defense on monsters. I like that, right? A 15.5% chance. I want that, please. And, a fairly high chance to get other ones too. But it's nice to know that there's a good chance we're going to get the one we want. Or, one of these two. Once we get below this, not really helping us out much, if at all. In rally it would, because we rally a lot of monsters, and that in rally will stack with your regular defense and stuff too. Anywho, blazon filter. We want soul. I want your soul. We're earth, and we're mounted. There we go. Now it's there because we took it out of that load out. I've been waiting for this day. Been waiting for this day for a little while. We're not going to get back up to level 15, but will get past 10. And We got a 15.5% chance of getting the one we want. And then we also have a percentage chance of getting some whatever increase. So select. We're going to get 28,020 experience points from this one. It's going to take us to level 13. Here we go. Ah, it's going to make me put in my code because it's like, do you want to really? Do you want to really? Yes. Ah. And we're starting from scratch yet again. Our level 10 random attribute is a reinforcing attribute. I have essentially made myself weaker against monsters because I took away a high Manja troop defense on monsters buff. But I had to. I had to start over because I don't want troop capacity. That weakens me as well. So I can auto select the rest of these so that I know there are none here. There is none. There are none that are both mounted troop defense against monsters. Okay, we've already looked through them. We've already saved the one that we want. Double check if you want. That's attacking. No, I want monsters specific. Okay, so that's the gamble when it comes to this. It sucks. It's hard. You know, at least it wasn't troop capacity, or maybe that sucks too now because I still got to train some troops. Anywho, I'm going to level this up still, eventually probably to 15 to see what stat that is, and start all over just so I can be stronger with this in the meantime, because like I said, I have weakened myself. And I don't want to be that weak. So I did auto select because I don't want any of these. Upgrade. Boom. Now I need 6 thou. Not even close. What's our percentage? It's the same as far as defense against monsters. It is scary. I understand, Mr. Anderson, that having to restart is scary, you know? There are two things that you can do, you know? You can improve or you can stagnate. And improvement requires mistakes, setbacks. Stagnation, you just wither away and you stay in the same spot, spinning your wheels. So embrace the fear, the pain, own it, and go for it. There will be a time, perhaps, like me now, where, you know, not as good as I used to be. Break yourself down to build yourself up. But that's my process. I have not thought of or seen really any other way of going about this better because there's nothing else you can use except for these blazons to level each other up. Okay? If I really wanted to, I have a dual blazon chest, that I can select whatever blazon I want from it. So I could select a mounted troop defense against monsters if I really wanted to out of that chest to start over with it again. I don't want to right now. I don't want to. Let's move on. Hey, this is a good one. HP on monsters and attacking mounted troop. This just like this is two pretty good ones. Attack and HP. Let's see if we can upgrade this one. But before I upgrade, I like to let's see what level this is. I do like to see sometimes to change them to see if there's anything, wow, there are a fair amount, that I want to save just in case I do make a mistake or something gets messed up. Ooh, mounted HP across the board? Nah, not when it's a monster set. You want all monsters so you can stack with regular mounted buffs. Stack monsters with regular mounted buffs. Okay. There's nothing to save here or to lock out. Oh my gosh. Wiggly or something. It takes time. Sometimes when I do the OLED screen save, to fix it, or go to a different input, or start the PlayStation on a different input. All right, fire. That's where we were, right? We don't want to save any. Let's see. Can we upgrade it? I only try upgrading Blazons with their own kind of Blazon first. Okay, so this is a fire. Oops. Oh, soul. Yes. Fire. Yes. Mounted. Yes. Shoop. 18. Not even close. To get to 16, I need 70? A lot. Because these level ones aren't worth very much. And I'm not going to have, any higher level ones than that. I'm not going to invest in those at all. This is going to stay where it is. So far, out of the 399, we've got fuck all. All right? What are you going to do? It's all part of the game. Here we go. Ooh, this is not bad. I would rather this be HP on monsters. So here's where a real dilemma starts, Mr. Anderson and everyone else here joining Leto, R5 of the Landsrat on server 1964 and Ebony, the King's Return. Do I want to use this Blazon, which is not bad, to try and get an all HP on monsters? Because, see, this is good, but notice the difference in the buff percentage. I'm getting 3.1% higher when it's specifically for monsters. So I could redo this and get a whole 6.2% increase in HP. Is it worth it? Maybe it is for you. Perhaps it's not for me right now. Okay? So it looks like I got effed again. Or they're just opening keys now. Be careful, don't wiggle it too hard. All right, we have an hour and 39 minutes. Okay. Phew. That was, man. Okay. Just, all right. Golly, can you please stop that? I don't want to see it anymore. Congratulations. Fire, upgrade. We checked this one already, right? We can't? We don't have enough? Sorry, I'm totally spacing. Mounted, confirm. Only 18. All right. Cool. Moving on to wind. Wind? Wind. Wind. Don't wiggle it, honey. It's not going to help, please. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right. So, wind. That's where we were. Do we even have one here that we would want to perhaps reinvest in? I picked change. I don't want to change it to the other set type. I want to change it to possibly a different soul. Uh, 17 HP. HP. Am I upgrading here or changing? I don't remember. Mounted low. Attacking. Boop. HP reinforcing. Capacity reinforcing. Oh, looks like I saved some already. Wow, 3 whole level 1 Blazons that are mounted troop HP on monsters. I could start over on this, but It's in pretty good shape, and I don't have enough of these yet to get it back up to level 15, so I'm going to wait. Again. Let's see. Upgrade. Blazon type is now wind. Set type soul. Confirm. 17. We are nowhere close to increasing these at all. It takes a long time. It is expensive. Here is one that I don't want to use anymore. Maybe we got one that we can replace it with. The reinforcing is not helping us. Okay, so we're going to change. Blazon filters, not honor, but soul. This changes automatically, mounted and light. 13, that's not a whole lot. Attacking. That's good, but it's going to be a smaller percentage as far as the buff goes. You get a bigger percentage when it's against monsters. Schnoikies. Well, remember when I said I wanted to be able to improve on some things, level some things up, and we did not fare well when it came to these soul blazons. We got very, very little. Now, here is something you can do that I am seriously contemplating right now. We have 10 here that we don't want, because we don't want to level this up anymore. I'm fine with this. I'll be fine with it for a long time. It's good enough for me. Okay? Here, we don't really have any left, but we can use some of them because we know we don't want any of them. Because here, with this level 14, I would much rather keep the reinforcing mounted troop defense than I would the... Was it a troop capacity on the other one again? Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that one ASAP when I have one to switch it out with. Here, mounted troop defense, we don't have anything to change that with. We didn't save any. Nope, that one's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 10. 14. This one, I'm seeing if we have, all right, enough of all the other ones that we don't want to level that one level 14 up to level 15. So I can at least get a little stronger in that one, because I'm not even close to upgrading these ones anyway. I would rather not save them. I'd rather use them to make myself stronger right now. Does that make sense? This one has a bunch that we have saved. I'm going to leave those alone. We already looked at the light. Blinded by the light. And there isn't anything we liked in here, right? Attacking. The dual blazing ones are always good, and they're always the ones we don't want. Thank you for nothing. I don't want any of those, so I can use those too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my earth. Earth, wind. Higher. And make this one better for now. Let's drop that. Upgrade. Filters. Set type. Soul still. But I'm going to take all of the unwanted from shadow and light and earth and ocean and fire. I'm nowhere close to leveling up any of these other ones. The very few that are there are better used to upgrade something I have now. You know what I am saying? Confirm. So now I have picked 75 blazons to potentially use as experience to level this up to 15. And I'm okay with that, because I know I don't want any of the other ones. And the ones I do want, look, they're at the bottom, they're locked. Can't touch them. That's how you guarantee yourself to not use something that you potentially want to later. That's valuable, all right? So now we roll the dice again. When it comes to what the skill is going to be at level 15. Auto select. We have enough. It's going to use not quite all of them. I don't really care what, element it's coming from. Seems like there's a lot of light in there. It's neither here nor there. The most we had of any of them were 18, and we need, 70 of them. So let's see. God, we really need 70? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 times 4. 40, 48 plus 8 is 56. Yeah, needed 60 of them. Oh, goddamn. All right, we're not using any course, so that's fine. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Shobloips. So, my string of bad luck continues. Defending mounted troop defense and reinforcing mounted troop defense. Two useless attributes for attacking monsters, and that sucks. And that's the Blazon life. That's the Blazon life. There's no way around it. There's no way to improve your luck. There's no Palace's blessing for Blazons. Blessings for Blazons. Alliteration. It is purely a cruel percentage as far as what you'll get when you upgrade it, but at least we increased our defense there at the top somewhat. And you know what? I'll probably forget to change my Blazons when I go reinforce someone sometime, so I help myself inadvertently perhaps in the future. So all in all, this experience, we have, I don't know, lost 20%. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't come in 4s, because I've had it in 3s now. I hope it doesn't come in 4s, because in an hour and a half, there's a 70% chance I might get something. And I'd like that. I'd like that very much after that devastating loss. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right, so I'm going to cry in shame knowing that I took 2 steps backwards there, but that's what I had to try. Love you too, babe. So now we're going to move on to the honor set. I don't know how many of these we got, but I know for Earth we only got like 6 or something. I'm using this more and more, especially on the Arctic Barbarian fortresses, okay, and in PvP, because this gives it an honor set bonus that's PvP oriented. So it's purely attacking, it's not defending, so I'm going with attacking duel here. Attacking mounted troop attack. So when I have these equipped, none of my mounted troops at the keep are benefiting it because they're defending. Change. Maybe in here there is something that is worth holding on to in case we don't get what we want. Bloop, blip, bloop. Training capacity. Oh yeah, give me more of that. Golly. There is nothing here. Okay. I can't do it when I'm on. Actually, I could black out my screen real quick. As far as what's being coded, yeah, I'm gonna have to bite that bullet soon. Yeah, you need better PvP Blazons. You do. They really make a big difference if you're using mounted. So get on the honor. How crucial is it to check my whispers right now? Like on a scale of 1 to 10. Because I mean, I can do something here real quick, but I'd rather keep this flow going. Do I have enough to upgrade? Let's see here. So now I have to change it. It's still mounted. That's good. Oh, I don't want L6 anymore. I want Shadow, which is at the bottom. Okay. Set type is not soul anymore. It's honor. Confirm. 9. I got 9 of them. I need a lot more. Fucking fuck. 399. 2. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Sis. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 2. 399 blazing chests. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 whole ones of these. 9 out of it. That's the way the Blazons crumble. That's the way they crumble. But hopefully, as you go through this it gets more familiar and easier and faster. All right. Mounted troop defense, that's all kinds of mounted troops. That's going to always be a smaller percentage. When it's a specific kind of mounted troop, you're going to get a higher buff. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I prefer flat buffs across unless it's the monsters. Okay. Because then I know all of my troops are taken care of. I'll take less, attack that way. Let's see here. We're in ocean. We're changing, right? Okay, good. We're not doing soul. We're doing honor. Confirm. 18. That's not bad. Where are we? Oh, capacity in rally. Attacking. Troop in rally. Load. Load of crap. In rally. Mounted troop. Attacking. I don't want anyone. I want dual blazons. Like to both be the same. We have perhaps opened the worst blazons chest known to man. Seriously, this sucks. But this isn't that bad. In rally mounted troop defense. It's good to rally. I know, right? Mr. Anderson, he's blowing his mind too. 9 out of 399. I mean, I probably got 7,000 of one that I'm not terribly concerned about right now. But they're all good, right? They're all super important. Can I level this up to 11 or 12 at least? We're not saving any of them, so got to change it to wind. No, ocean now, right? This is ocean. Yeah, we're in ocean. Anna. Okay, ocean honor. Did it say there was 18? 1, 2, 3, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18? Do we have enough? Fuck no, of course we don't. We only got 9 there. Screw you, Leto. Screw you today. And the lens red that you wrote in on. Training capacity. Okay. Not. Let's see if we have anything. We saw there were very few, but perhaps. Whole 8 of them here. Huh. I better be able to take care of some range stuff. The range has been down for a while. Don't need monsters. Don't need load. Don't need training capacity. Eat my shorts. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Nothing. No progression here whatsoever so far. But opening as many as you can all at once will always be your best chance to get something better or a larger amount of one particular thing. Okay? 13 of these. Gonna need 27 to get to 10, I believe. So that sucks. We have attacking mounted troop HP. I like that. I'm not going to change it, but I want to see if I can save another mounted attacking troop or whatever. Any kind of dual blazing that's going to benefit. Here we go. I do have another one here, but I'm not going to see if I'm going to redo it until I get this one to level 10 and see what its level 10 attribute will be. I've been stuck here at level 9 for 4 fucking months. It's insane. All right. All right. Change, upgrade. Can we upgrade it? Set type. Auto. We're on fire. Not on fire good. We're on fire like our blazing house is burning down. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No possible way. No ifs, ands, or buts. No way, no how. So far, out of 10 different blazons for the mounted troops, we're reading between the lines. That's what we're being told here. Here's another good one. Let's see if there's anything worth saving. 19. This is more promising. Mounted troop capacity. Load. Capacity. HP. Attacking and monsters. Load. Double load. Thank you. We got double Duke done. Another one that I'm saving because it's the dual one that I want. Yeah, pretty much. These have not improved. At the very beginning, I didn't start building into the honor ones. I was using the honor ones, Mr. Anderson, to level up my soul set. So I never had a lot of honor blazons in the first place. I was purely concerned with monsters. I didn't care about SVS or PvP at all. I wanted monster power, so I used these honor blazons to level up my soul. So that's why they're behind, but still, I have probably opened up You know, what's 4 times 5? 4 times 500. 400, 5 times 20. 2,000? Is that 2,000? Jesus Christ. I've probably opened up 6 to 8,000 amounts of these, and I'm still just floundering. I'm probably over exaggerating. I'd say probably 4 to 5,000 uh, chests, blazing chests, and I don't get this one ever. It sucks, and I want it. I want to get these all to at least 10 and see where I can go with them. So what were we doing? The wind here? Yep, we're breaking wind, and not in the funny way, in the gross uncle whoever we never want around way. I don't know. I don't have an uncle like that. Honor. We're doing honor, right? And we're not doing fire now. We're doing wind. Mounted, of course. We got 19. Still not even close. Did we check all these to see what they were? I mean, it really doesn't matter because we can't do nothing with it. No way, no way, no how. You can check through this screen too. Oh yeah, we did. Okay. So we don't have enough. We only have 19. We need 27. Yet again, we are screwed. Now, we've got some good blazons to work with here, all things considered. That's promising. We just won't ever get to level them up. 14, see here we have another that we're not going to be able to touch. But maybe there's something we're saving. Shabloips? Nope, I already have one saved. So, alas. Out of 399 blazons, and not to mention I already had 715 in my inventory. I got absolutely basically zero to work with on my mounted troops overall. And that's very disappointing to me. I'm bummed about that. I'm bummed. What are you gonna do? And plus we got worse attributes than we had before. Screwed all the way around. I'm glad you're here to see it with me. I'm glad you're here to support me through it. That's the Ebony life. That is where I spend most of my time. Everybody thinks I'm a I don't know what anybody thinks as far as me being happy or whatever all the time, but most of the time I'm sitting here like this. Bubkus. That's right. So, see you later. We're still in good shape as far as being pretty strong and pretty capable and pretty awesome at slaying big bad monsters. But look at, my ranged. Oh, look at all that orange. It's not even to 10 yet. And then here, I got one red, one made it to 15, and I got one that I didn't really like on it. Yeah, you got to start from zero sometimes, like Mr. Anderson said. There's only one way to go. Up your butt and around the corner. All right, this is a good one. This is a good one. Do we have any that we can save here? Can we save it? We're doing Valor. It's on the top. They have different. Ooh, 35. Oops. All right. Oh yeah, let's change it to training capacity. Reinforce. See, so you can have this whole set dedicated to reinforcing if you have that many blazons to work with. Ugh, range troop load. Fuck out of here. Why do they even make that one? To torture us, that's why. Nobody is ever going to contribute to a troop load capacity. I mean, somebody probably has for the hell of it. Like, I can do this. Look what I'm gonna do. You ever have any friends like that who just like do something for the sake of being able, like saying that they could do it? I know nobody would ever do this, so I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking that way. All right, I have one here that is already that, but I'm not gonna use it because this one is beautiful right now. Can I upgrade it at all? Which one was it? That was Shadow. Upgrade. Boop. Set type. Valor. Kind, not wind. Remember, when you upgrade, you got to change what it is. Got to change all the things that were on there before. Confirm. 35. Not even close. I got my hopes up for nothing. What did we even get? in these chests. You know what I mean? What did we get? Here's another really good one. I have to check to see if there's anything worth keeping, knowing that I might want a blank slate to start over with again. Because I can't tell you how many times I've done that. I can't. I don't remember. It seems like it's all the time. But clearly, I don't have enough here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sure. That's true. If all you do is gather troop load, you got a high possibility of just getting all troop load too. So you never get the one you want. I don't even need to check to see if I can upgrade this because there are so few here, right? Bye. This one sucks. I hate it. Range troop on monsters. Completely. No, no. It's actually helping me because I rally with Artemisia, you know, just to have more marches go out, and she can slay anything up to a level 3 senior bear and Cerberus. She can do a B14 now too without any wounded. Anyway, um, let's see here. I would want to change this still though. I don't want it with the monster. I want it pure PvP. Now this is ranged troop defense. These are nice, but like I said, they give the smallest buff. What I would do is change to my other set for defense. So I don't want that. I want this to be an attacking one. I want it. Wow. But that's a really good dual blazon. That is just straight flat buffs for all ranged troop. Load. Ranged troop load. Defense on, I got a lot of defense on monsters double up. There are a lot in this one. Reinforcing double up. Holy cow. There, so this is where we got most of our well, yeah, you do need it for for the pans at the higher level. That's right, because they're ones that are weakest to range and such and such. It's such a small amount and window of time. Um, Dedicating a set to them is that's that's something to do when you retire, in my book. But yes, that can be a thing. Holy cow, we got a lot here. We're definitely going to be able to level something up, but there really wasn't anything to keep except for that flat buff one, and I'm going to do it because I don't want against monsters at all. I don't want to increase that one at all, and we have so many here. I would be beside myself if I did not give it a try. Yeah, yeah. But like I said, the Ducati's Minute, there's so few times. You never even know if you're going to get a mounted pan in there. You actually see those the least, and the last ones to appear when the pans come out. Um, you'll need to slay. You'll be able to slay what you need to when it comes to that. Honestly, even if you had one that was dedicated to ranged against monsters, they would still come back with a plenty of wounded. Um, that's just the way the math in the background works. But they do better than ground and better than siege. So, all right, we're not going to change it here, remember, because it goes to that current thing then. So we're going to get out of here. We've locked it in. We're going to edit this. And now I don't even remember which one it was. Was it Earth? Earth. Yes, we want to get rid of this. Let's change it. Chickadee China, the Chinese change. All right, we're doing Valor. We're doing Earth. Okay. Is it this one? There we go. We have changed it. It is saved. We're going to use. Sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive or anything there, Mr. Anderson. But I like that you're bringing up these points. It's good to remember. Remember. The 15th of December, when we got to talk about that, that was cool. All right. Range troop defense. We want to upgrade it. We can here. Valor. Not Shadow, but Earth. Terra firma. Confirm. We've got 50. Holy cow. That was where a lot of them came. A lot of the 399 chests that we opened landed right here. This is worthless to me because of the range troop on monsters. It's a 13. Should get us up to level 11 maybe. Select. Hey, level 11. I'm getting pretty good at this. Now, we're rolling the dice again. Remember, what's the highest percentage against monsters? 15.5%. 15.5% range troop against monsters. We have the highest percentage to get the one we don't want or the one we just had. What we would like is one of these two. All right, so get lucky once. This is my safety code that you have to type in to confirm that I want to do this. There's nothing special about this code except it's my daughter's birthday, one of them. Okay, so don't try and do anything with it. Hey, we got one. Remember, yeah, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. That's right. Guy, what's his face? Guy Marx. I think Groucho Marx. It's not. I love that movie, V for Vendetta. Okay, so hey, that's awesome. We're 11. We were 13 before. Look, we've got a whole bunch of them to work with, and we don't want any of them. So auto select. We only need to use one. Yeah. Upgrade. Upgrade. As long as it's not selecting my blazing cores here, I'm gonna go with it because it's not selecting anything else that I want. Boop. Shubloips. So that was a great return. We were at 13 already. We got back up to 13, and we got something that actually helps us in PvP or in battlefields like I wanted. No more waste of the on monsters. This is a little smaller because it's not attacking like the other one was, but it's more than the monsters one, like I said. Right on? That was a success. As far as I'm concerned, could have been better, but success. Okay? Ooh, look at this one. We don't want to screw this one up. Oh, please. We've done so well with it. Please don't get there. Soul, humility, valor, fire. We get 21. We're not going to be able to level it up. Let's see if we can save some. I think what I'll do is go through this. Okay. And then oh yeah, there we go. This is why I look, because if I fudge up here when I get to level 15, Guy Fawkes, thank you. I can use this one to start over. I always like having a backup. Well, I'll be G'd. There's another one there already too. I might or may not use one. Who knows? When and if I do start over on this. Who knows when we'll get to level 14? Because like I said, it takes 27. 27. Is that the wind? No. Ooh, that one's real bad. We need to change the wind bad. We're doing fire here. Fire. Fire. 21. Not even close. Nice to know ya. Thank you everyone for being here with me, with Mr. Anderson. Say something hi in the chat if you want to, or not. Enjoy. We are getting our blazons on. The way I approach it, the way that I see it, and the way that I think is most digestible when it comes to you going for it. Because it's weird. A lot of menus, can be a lot of confusion. I have hated this one for a long time. I got attacking, defending, and ranged. So I got flat, across the board, attacking and defending. Sometimes it's a jack of all trades and master of nothing, right? You don't want to be mediocre at three things instead of being the best at one. I'd rather be the best at one when it comes to this, okay? So please, this one has been here for ages as well. I have had nothing to replace it with for an eternity, it seems. Valor. Confirm. 32. That's a good amount. Now we just got to get lucky in what. Oh, yay. You hear me make all the noises I make when I'm playing against everybody all the time. No, I'm never like that. I'm usually like zoned out. I need to check. It's probably time to fish again. It'd be a perfect time to end this video I'm recording. Oh, look. So we got 32, which is great. Yeah, but 32 of them that are just laughing at us. You know? Hey, there's a whole bunch of ranged troop against monsters. Hey, 32 whole Blazons, not a single one of them worth a damn to replace this one that I have hated probably more than any other ones. Even ones that had troop capacity on it. I'm like, I hate this. It's gross. It's ugly. It's got 3 different things on it. It'll get away. You're tacky and I hate you. And we still, after opening another 399, are stuck with it. And it's stench. So this is pretty good, but reinforcing is just too damn specific. I like defending better. We defend more than we do reinforce. Honestly. But it's good to know that this one isn't all that bad. Let's see what we can hold on to for posterity's sake. Vala. How many? 31. That works. Hey, there's that monster Nikes. Defending monsters load capacity. There's always something just to... I live in rallies. Load attack, load attack, load attack. Monsters attack. Ha. Two and so many dual blazings as far as against monsters. Dude, double it up. There's another range attack. Another doubled up on in rally. So we are getting doublemint screwed on the doubles. On the double. I don't have enough of these yet. Maybe? Okay, we're gonna see something. And who knows, maybe we're gonna try and do something different here too. We are doing Valor. This is light. Oop, not whatever. 31. We don't have nearly enough to get it back up to level 15. I'm going to stay here until I have more to work with. I'm going to start over because I don't want that. Let's see here. Boop. Nope. Don't want it. So we went through my Valor set, which of course I was hoping to improve all of them. And we had a success with starting over with the Valor Earth, but we're still one level. Actually, that was a level 13 before, so we broke even on that. Actually, a little bit better because we got a better attribute. It wasn't, what was it? It wasn't ranged against monsters. Okay, it was ranged against monsters, but now we have attacking range troop defense. This is my PvP set, and she's strong enough to go against monsters without that one extra buff. What is that gonna do? One little extra buff. All right, so that is the way you do it on the Ebony TV. Blazons for nothing and all the tiers for free. Um, that's what happens. The loadouts, you know, get comfortable with that. They're very helpful. You can change things on the fly real quick when you go from an attacking to a defensive position or reinforcing position. Okay, because this here compassion set is when defending. Enemy ground troop debuff, mounted troop defense debuff. Okay, when defending. All right. Are you defending when you're reinforcing someone? Technically you are, but you are reinforcing their defense. You're not reinforcing them, thus becoming defense. You're reinforcing their defense. So this when defending, in my mind, only applies to the ranged troops in your own keep that defend it. Okay? The subordinate city range troops, because they go to defend other cities, they don't reinforce other cities, but they do accept reinforcements, not from each other but from other players, other alliance members. Okay, and if you are sending a march into a resource tile or a pyramid or something during SVS and you're the first one there, you are defending that resource tile. So the compassion set would help you. It would help you. Both, you think, as far as reinforcing and defending? Hmm? Hmm? Mr. Anderson here is putting a comment in that I appreciate and I love, and it gets me to think critically and not be so, full of myself, which I'm not. I don't want to be, and I'm sorry if I have ever come across that way. But if we're talking about what I think you are, mentioning here is that there is a difference between reinforcing and defending. Even though you're technically defending when you reinforce someone, okay? But your troops are a specific kind of troop. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that differentiation. What I have noticed when Ebony names something, it's very specific. There's no ambiguity. Reinforcing. So if you click on something and it says reinforce, boom, you're reinforcing now. When reinforcing, you're defending and attacking. Oh, well, yes, you are attacking, but you're not actively attacking. You're not the ones going to attack. You're the ones attacking those attacking you. You're attacking passively, if you will, because someone is attacking you. You're defending your keep. So you're attacking on behalf of your keep, thus defending it. That's how the English grammar breaks down on it. It's passive attacking. It seems like an oxymoron, like it can't exist, but if you're just sitting there, you know, doing nothing, you're not attacking anyone, but you'll start to attack to protect yourself if someone comes to attack you. They're the attacking, you're the defending. Defend yourself. Well, you defend yourself by attacking, right? No, you're defending yourself, yeah, by attacking, but you're still defending yourself. It's weird. That's too complicated. Uh, uh, Attacking is purely going on the attack. That's why this is so important. Olav, all right, his skill. When the general is leading an army to attack, well, technically you're always attacking somewhere, right? Because someone's attacking. No, this is only an active against. You didn't send. You are the attacker, not the attackee. All right. So there is a difference between attacking and reinforcing, and defending. Very, very, very specific. All right. Yeah. The way that I like to look at it is, you're here, out here, right? All right. If you click on something, if you click on something, occupy. When you occupy it, thus therefore you defend it. Oh, hello. Okay. See, even this attack. It says attack, right? If I click on Taffy here, boop, does it say attack or defend? No, it says reinforce. So this is a reinforcing troop that you send here. Not a defending troop, not an attacking troop, a reinforcing troop. Okay? This is what's going to uh, to give it away. Have you ever noticed that when you are in a relic, it will pop up on your screen? So and so has reinforced your relic. Yeah? Okay, you were there first, so you're defending that relic. When someone enters it with you, they're reinforcing your relic now. They're not defending, they're reinforcing it. And in real life, that wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, of course, you're going to reinforce them, thus defending them, of course. But in this game specifically, they're differentiated. Defending, attacking, reinforcing. That's just what they do. And that's, an interesting mechanic. It's an interesting mechanic and dynamic. And I kind of like it because that means it doesn't allow any one player to just have this big, huge, massively strong attacking whatever and put it anywhere and never be at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have the right troop and the right general for the job, there is always a disadvantage somewhere. And I like that all the different troop types even out the playing field a little bit more, somewhat. Okay? So, that is going to technically end this video I will post later. Ooh, it's a nice chunk, hour and a half, 90 minutes on Blazons. Once again, you saw me fail, but I haven't gone through all of my Blazons yet. I will do that in another time um, on my own, so you don't have to just have your eyes glaze over, so on and so forth. And we can continue with this stream perhaps into some other things that I wanted to do when I remember what they are. But I've been live streaming on YouTube. I will post this video. I gotta stop the recording. Technically, you're here with me, Leto the Second, the R5 of the Landsrad, on Server 1964 in Ebony the King's Return. On the channel, Ebony TKR, it's the R5 Life with Leto. Thank you for being here, spending any moment, fraction of your time with me. You are valuable, your time is valuable, and you decided to spend some time with me, and I think that's real special. Run a rally, start a rally, get your alliance going on that, like and subscribe, all of those things. You're welcome, Mr. Anderson. Thank you for the props, saying awesome video. Thanks a lot. We love going over this stuff with each other. And it's so neat to be able to talk to you um, and learn from you and think about things in a different way, helping me become better. Um, so I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. I love you. Peace.